another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Let's see what's going on here. Auto key.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah. Everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday.
I'm gonna thicken up his vocals a bit. Some magma little tube.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the Word any chance we can.
So let's bring his bass up. Put some voice of God on it. What else? I want to put some Spectre, a little bit of saturation to bring out some of that upper harmonics. All right, now with that, I could go add some transient to kind of get the rhythm to pop a bit, or I could start with a little bit of compression to bring up some of the harmonics. Let's do compression. So what's a good one here is this neutron transient shaper default. So what I'm looking for is the You can tell that there's not a lot of bass, sub-bass frequency. So there's a couple ways to fake those. Could be through using Spectre. We got the voice of God. We've got the voice of God going. Let's see if the voice of God's helping with that bass frequency. Alright, so for this specific, right here, this one specifically, what I've done is, it is a kind of an acoustic bass vibe. I've treated it with some voice of God. It gives it a little bit of a deeper, it amplifies the lows a little bit more. And then from there, I went in with some saturation in the body of the bass, really give it a little bit more character, a little bit more harmonic presence, and then some compression. So I like this compressor, it's really nice. I'm gonna put some drive on it actually. Not too much, just a little bit of salt, and then some EQ here just to kind of clean up what's happening at the really low bell parts. But I also want to see here. This is the
for everything that he gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
Just want to open up that bass a bit. Let's see here. So voice of God, Spectre, compression, EQ, transient, some saturation. I did bring up the volume about 5 dB. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it down a tiny bit. Got to keep the balance of what's happening there in the production. All right, now moving on to the kick. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right. So what I hear is I feel like this kick right now is under a curtain. I want the kick to kind of have a little bit of more of a sizzle on the top. I also know that I want that kick to have a little bit more punch when it's dancing with that bass. So let's jump into some cue. Kind of take a look at where things are. So it's hitting at about 66. All right. Let's see where this bass is. Where's the right here? Kind of follows along. All right, not necessarily right in the frequencies, same frequencies. So I wouldn't be too concerned for some masking there. So I think it'd be good to kind of keep the kick where it's at for that, the specific frequency. another good good old plugin, free plugin from Acoustica. This one's great on your kicks. Make sure you pick this one up. Acoustica. It is called Coffee Bun, which is kind of funny because I like café con leche. I like cafecito con pan, coffee bun. It's like the perfect plugin for the mornings when you're about to sit down and get into a mix. This one here will give you a little bit of a ability to boost and cut, similar to a Pultec EQ, but they sort of, the way they laid it out is just super efficient and makes a lot of sense when you're trying to sculpt a specific sound. So let's check it out and see what's going to be doing on this kick here. Yeah, I like that. I like it when it's at the 50 right there. A little bit more. I like that. All right, let's see what the top end can do for me here. I think I'll leave it. All right, so just to kind of maintain my gain staging, I'll pull this guy back a tiny bit. It's not overwhelming. But there you go. Coffee, bun, coffee and bread. That's the staple for the breakfast. All right, so now after that, a little bit of harmonic control, a little bit of EQing on that kick. I got my bass really, you know. I can just picture them in the background there, grinding, you know, playing away. And then I got my, I'm going to go into a little bit of compression, just to control. And one of the my favorite plugins for that is going to be the Neutron. I already got it set up for myself. It's in the vintage mode. I just want to kiss the tops of those transients, just for a little bit of control. And then from there, I like going into a little bit of clipping. So now what I'm doing is I'm building and I'm gaining a little bit more headroom so I can get the kick to really knock the way I wanted to knock. So that was I didn't have to do anything to that standard clip. It was already where I wanted it. And that's the benefits of having a template that allows you to increase your workflow and you can work fast because you know the sound that you're going for. It's kind of a science in that regard. And then this one here is your Shadow Hills compressor. This is gold right here. This is where you're gonna find that you're gonna add a lot of punch, a lot of depth, a lot of weight to your kick. And all you're looking for is just a little bit, not too much. All right, there you go. So if you look down at my level here, -10 isn't extreme to where I want to take it down, because the kick to me is the anchor for the entire record. You know, that's what's going to be driving the rhythm, that's going to be driving the groove with the bass. So the kick and the bass being somewhat equal in loudness is kind of what I'm going for. So now that I got the kick where I wanted it for volume wise, I'm going to turn the bass up a tiny bit. All right. Now let's just bring the vocals in for a minute. Let's see what we got.
Yes, we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday hanging out with our friends.
Speaking of which, it's not Saturday, it's Sunday right now. But the homies on this record here, Joshua Kriese and Aypayne from Southern Alberta, Lethbridge area, Lethbridge and Tabor. Shout outs, my homies there, trusting me with their art. I'm getting this mix done for them. But that's this track here is just the classic dad track, talking about, you know, life in general and what it's like to be out there with your kids. And it's actually a pretty great record. I enjoy it. We're going to start with some vocals. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. I'm going from dealing with the main elements of the song, the kick and the bass, and then I'm going back to the hook vocals here, and just going to put a little bit of compression in just to kind of give me a little bit more control that I'm looking for.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, all
right.
Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday.
Kick, bass. Now we're dropping in the drums. All right, let's see what I can do with the drums. So I have the drums, the snare, the break, the percussion fill, the rim, the hi-hats, and the shakers, all right here as I highlight them for you. I have them all routed into my drum bus, which I have my template set up here with knock, radiator, a little bit of compression, some clipping if I need it, and then some saturation and transient shaping. So that is where I start. I don't necessarily activate all those plugins because it's all dependent on what I'm going for, but that's kind of where I don't need to reach for anything. I have it all there ready to go. But sometimes what I do is I also will group, if I have multiple snare tracks or multiple hi-hat tracks, I will group them and then deal with them all in one auxiliary, one track, and then send them into the drum bus. But right now it looks like I don't need to do that. So what I'm going to start with though is I'm going to try to find the pokey frequencies in the snare and the hats that kind of hurt you when you really turn it up and you really want to, play the record loud, but you can't because it's like, it's hurting your ear. You don't want that, right? So let's get into that and see how I can, find anything that's going to hurt our ears. Let's make this bigger for us here.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full.
Man, I love the vibe on this. All right, so. All right. Let's just turn it up a bit before we start. I just want to hear. I'm going to put some black box on it. All right. And I'll put some radiator on it. Radiator. Some volume on it. Control it up a bit. Yeah. A little bit of knock. Too much. Bring it down. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now that I hear it a little bit better, So kind of looking through the percussion, the snare, the break beat. I don't necessarily see or hear anything that's really bothering me. That's great production on on the side of the producer on this record. I don't know who it is, but shout outs. What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna start to kind of add some movement to the hats. I'm gonna add a little bit of sauce with some reverb, and brighten some things up just to kind of give, because the perks, the hats, the rims, all those things give energy to a record. So that's gonna be my goal now. So one of my go-to to add a little bit of that is gonna be fresh air on these shakers here. Let's see what I can do. Wake him up a bit. There we go. Make sure I'm not too crazy with that. Yeah. Okay. Also, I hear, the shakers, they always kind of have this vibe to them where they're moving. We got to make these shakers move. And then also we got to put them in a place that sort of resembles a percussion setup. So, sometimes it's the drummer with the shaker, or sometimes it's another percussionist with the shaker off to the side. So let's just envision that and see what we can do. Let's get some movement on these shakers first, though. We're gonna go to Mondo Mod and see what Mondo Mod does for us here. Let's put it on. All right. Let's see what's going on here. You know what I want to do with this one here? I'm going to put some relay on it. Relay is a plugin for Neutron through Isotope Ozone, and it's great because what it allows you to do is pretty much with one plugin control the stereo field. You can control the panning of it and also the volume of it all in one plugin, and it also talks. It's a smart plugin. It talks to Neutron visual mixer, which is pretty cool. You can look into that and might even bring it up one of these streams here. Let's see. Make sure I saved, because Pro Tools is starting to act up on me. It always happens, especially when I'm in the groove of things and all of a sudden it says no. But let's see what's happening. Okay, we're good to go. I'm going to throw it off to the side. Alright. That's what the rim does. Alright. I wanted to take that peak out, and it was bugging me a bit. Alright. And now, that perk fill. Alright, let's listen to this perk fill. What's happening? actually a pretty interesting sound. I wanna give it some energy, and the best way to do that is gonna be Air Lo-Fi. Air Lo-Fi has this great preset. I like its brilliance, soft brilliance. Yeah, I added a little bit of what I was looking for. But now what I'm thinking of doing is, let's put relay on it. And let's put it over. And kind of thinking if this is on a drum kit, the toms are typically over on this side here. So let's widen it out a bit and let's see what the toms sound like if they are sitting on a drum kit. I want a little bit more top end on that. So instead of Air Lo-Fi, let's see if the Fresh Air does it for us. Let's take a look. All right. Yeah. Let's see what this break does here. So that hi-hat is definitely what's talking to me. It's kind of giving me that vibe. So let me bring that up with some Saturn. Where we're going here. So I'm gonna add a little bit of sauce, a little musical sauce here. Let's go into a verb for a snare and maybe a drum room. Could be the same thing, don't know. Let's take a look. So drum room, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Hallé room. And then I'm going to set it up here on the drum bus, and I'm going to send it. Let's see what we got.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids.
Speaking vocals, that's obviously too much. But that's better. Pretty much bring it down so you can't hear it, and then bring it up so you can barely hear it, and then mute it. And if you miss it, that means it's perfect. If you don't miss it, it's because it's too quiet. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. There we go. Yeah. Like that. All right. So bass, I want to make make sure that that bass, that we're not losing any of that, the finger plucking on that bass, which is great, and the kick still present, still in your face, driving the beat. It's hip hop, matter of fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into, see what harmonic the harm bus has, which is all my music stuff. It's going to be a piano, guitar, and vocal sample. We're going to make sure those sit where they need to sit, and then I'm going to revisit the bass to make sure we didn't mask the bass with any of the melodic elements of the instrumental. So let's move into that right now. This is the harm bus off of this record. Let's take a look here. Alright. So first things first, save your session. Save. Second things first, let's get some radiator in here. Warm that up. There we go. Give some heat. And shout out to the homie Matt Weiss. This is a preset that I learned from him. He's Akon's mix engineer, and he's been doing this for a long time, and definitely always provides some game. But he talks about boosting the sides with a tube. For some reason it's not working for me, but we're boosting the sides a little bit and the mid-range and the body of it, so that way we can kind of give the instruments space of their own off to the sides, giving a little depth as well. All right, so now let's see what this is doing. Oh yeah. I got to make sure those vocal chops really kind of stand out and, harmonize with Alex on that. Let's see what I can do here. If I swing over here, let's put these vocal chops. I'll put a little bit of saturation on them. Let's use some Saturn, my favorite. Stick with the old school. And let's see what we can do.
It's just another Saturday.
Now, I'm going to put those vocals out a little bit, make them wider.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Saturday, yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings.
So all right, I kind of got a little carried away there. So leaving the piano, how they have it, just turned everything up a little bit. I went into Black Box. I copied it over from the bass setting, and I think I have it also on the drums. I went over and I pretty much brought the volume up with it. You know, just using it as a volume knob, but at the same time, it is adding some harmonics with the saturation there. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's see if I can get the vocals locked and loaded. Don't forget to save.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another
All right.
weekend.
Here's
Yes,
some
we
frequencies
can. Yes, we 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 can. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. 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 We can.
There we go. There we go. All right. So pretty much just kind of working through my chain there, adding a little bit of multi-band compression. I already, at the beginning of the stream, I set up my basic chain for his vocals. EQ, compression, a little bit more compression, nothing too crazy. And then we have the multiband, which just sort of allows me to sculpt everything the way I want it. If the lows are a little bit too overwhelming, muddying things up, then I was able to control those. And if the highs and the mids are like the high specifically there at the top band are a little too high, adding a little bit too much S's and sibilance, that is going to affect when things start to get louder. I was able to control with that. Now, it's always a trial and error process. You kind of, you do one move and you got to go back and maybe fix another thing just to make sure that things are sitting well. One of the things that I typically do last, but I go back into the chain, is de-essing. Sometimes I don't activate any specific kind of de-esser until the end when I know that, okay, the vocals are sitting clean, they're crisp, but they're a little too bright, a little bit too, sibilant. So that's when I go in and to do some de-essing. All right, let's keep going here. Let's see what we got.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
Let's just make this a little shorter.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into.
So there's something interesting about Aypayne's voice here that kind of I recognized in another previous mix that I did for him, is that he does have a good character, good quality to his voice. There's just the mid-range is very piercing if you don't control it properly. So once we start controlling the mid-range, reducing frequencies and trying to get those frequencies to smooth out, what's going to happen is start losing some character. I don't want to lose any character in his voice. I want to sound like his voice as a whole in it, frequency-wise. So instead, reducing a little bit is probably the way to go with him. And then introducing, I think, deeper, lower frequencies to kind of help balance out those upper mids and those mid frequencies in his vocal. And then balancing and blending those in to sort of help balance that out. So I'm going to try that right now, but I'm going to do it with a little bit of parallel compression. Parallel compression is a way to kind of get a little bit of depth and thickness into a vocal that you may feel is a little brittle, a little thin, doesn't have the harmonic content that you're looking for. That's the best way that I use parallel compression. I'll show you exactly how I do that right now. So I'm gonna send my vocal as a send 100% to my P-Comp auxiliary. And my P-Comp auxiliary, what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my compressor. Now this specific compressor is the soft tube FET compressor, and I already have it set the way I want it to be. So its ratio is at all buttons in, pretty much a LA2A kind of compressor that gives you a hard, quick, very powerful compression. The attack is as fast as it can be, and the release, I'm going to adjust it a little bit here. We're going to make it somewhat slow. And then I'm going to send that volume right into the compressor, and then we'll see what it does for us here. Blend it in.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He.
So I can already hear the vocal, increasing in volume. Now my goal here, though, is to also add some frequency content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up into my low frequency, and I'm going to boost this here. It's EQP 1A from T-Rax. I'm going to boost it up here.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we.
Okay, so it's not exact. I think the frequency is too low for what I'm wanting to do. So what I'm going to do is instead of using that, I'm going to use the Mag EQ, and then from there, maybe 160 might do it, and or maybe 650. Let's see what happens here.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
So I'm going to mute it, and I'm going to activate it. Music's muted as well. We'll see what we got. So muted, the parallel compression.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh,
Now I'm going to activate it.
it's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can.
So it's adding depth. I'm looking for depth in his vocal. There's still some frequencies that I want to control. I'll be able to get in there with the surgical EQ to reduce some things just to control those frequencies. I also could use a multi-band compressor at the top of that second chain to control those frequencies as well. But let's take a look and see what's happening.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids. Saturday. It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right. So now I got the vocal. I got the main vocal where I want it. So this one's coming with some layers. Let's see what we got here so far. All right, let's mute the main. Let's see what these layers are doing for us here.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right, I like that. What I'm gonna do, I don't feel like I need to do any auto align, anything like that. But I'm just gonna double check to make sure things are somewhat, very close, so it doesn't sound too off or sloppy. Another thing that I like to do is I like to reduce the breaths on those ad libs, sorry, those layers rather, and so that way the breaths are still natural, but they're not overbearing because now you got 3 sets of breaths there. So these ones here, like, you can kind of tell what they look like. We'll do a little.
Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Diving.
It's another one right there. We want to get rid of those. And some simple vocal editing. These ones here. Considering that it also is a chorus, sometimes I do go in and, take the breaths out on the main, but we're going to leave them for today, just to kind of keep the naturalness of the vocals now. Let's see what we got.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook BGV. All right. And now I'll be able to control these. I brought them down -3 to kind of let them sort of tuck underneath, but not completely out of the way. But what I also hear is I don't want them to overwhelm the main. So what I like to do in those cases is I like to sort of cut a little bit of the top and round it off a bit just to see what happens. Let's take a listen.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right, I like that. So I got them at -3. Now let's see what this other hook vocal track's doing.
It's just another Saturday hanging.
All right, so that's gonna be my low, 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 low. Let's add a little bit grit to that. I always like adding grit to bass tracks.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives.
All right, now what I'm going to do also is, because it is his bass track, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of max bass. Let's add some max bass from Waves. Let's see. Now with max bass, I'll usually go into PC laptop and see what it's doing for me there.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
So we bring it down a little bit, so that way it is there still. It's still present. It's giving that harmonic, that harmonic.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for.
So I do feel like maybe there's some timing on the bass vocal track that needs to be adjusted. So with that being said, let me go in quickly, do some editing for the breaths, get them out of there. Looks like I missed some here. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's a breath right there. Let's just get rid of those. And we'll keep going forward here.
Thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah.
That one wasn't too bad. This one here, though.
Yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right. Now let's make that a new track. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to bring out our friend, our good old friend. Uh, Why can't I find it? I have this moment where my brain freezes like a computer. Vocaline Ultra. Now, Vocaline Ultra, a great plugin for all of you that are learning and needing to speed up your process. There's many ways that you can align your vocals manually. This does it for you automatically, and it's pretty much a game changer when it comes to time saving. So what I'm going to do is, I know that it's not the same, so I'm going to leave those out, and I'm just going to make sure that these, okay, I'm going to capture these, and then I'm going to capture this low bass, and then I'm going to send that over, and then give me a little bit of a move.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right, so the chorus is somewhat where I want it. The only thing right now I haven't done is I haven't added any reverb or delay or anything like that, and that's going to be my next process here. So now that I got the vocals blended, mixed, the EQs, the compression set, the volume, everything's sort of set where I want it, now I'm going to jump into adding some reverb. There's a couple ideas that I have already. I could use the same reverb that I'm using from the drums, which is of a Hallé room. I could use that reverb and add a little bit of the vocals into the room, which makes sense to make things sound natural. And then I can also use a different additional reverb, something that is big, that will give it presence and sort of give the vocals a little bit of a space, a little bit of lively space. So let's go with the first idea to see how things are there. Considering it's a boom bat, it's not an R&B track. It's a boom bat kind of hip hop record. We don't want to necessarily go full out reverby, if that's a word. So I'm going to copy that over. I'm going to put that in our sends, and I'm going to turn the music off. I'm just going to turn this up to the max and see what we got. Well, that's not what I wanted. Let's go like this.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, yeah.
So now that I just muted the vocals in the music bus, the effects bus, you can hear the drums and the vocals in the same space. There we go. Didn't want it too loud. All right. So now what I could do is I could move into so that one of the things is when there's no pre-delay on your reverb, you are sort of going to wash out your vocals a little bit. So you want to add some pre-delay, which is a little bit of a delay before it hits and is processed through the reverb, and that allows the initial transients of what's coming through to be the first thing that is processed, that is not processed, and then the rest of the things are affected by the reverb. Hopefully that made sense. But if it didn't make sense, let me explain to you what's happening here. So let's go into a plate. Recently I've been using, shout out Sound Toys. Let's go into our good old super plate. I like this one. Super plate. The bigger brother of the little plate. I don't know why they call it. They should just call it big plate. But anyways, so this has a pre-delay knob, and I like that, but I also like to be a little bit technical when it comes to my pre-delay. So what I'll do is I'll run over to a delay that I like called H delay. Now H delay is a delay that automatically can time what I'm looking for a delay when it comes to its processing through the actual reverb. So I want to have a little bit of a delay, and I want it to be syncopated and timed with the music. And right now this instrumental is sitting at 80 beats per minute. We can do this using waves H delay. We could do a ping pong sort of thing. We could do a phase on. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do a left phase. And with that being said, let's take a listen to what's happening before. So if you notice that when I have the bypass on the waves H delay, you can just really kind of hear the reverb just kind of be a little bit in your face. But when you put the H delay in there and it's timed at 132, you're gonna be feeling like the reverb's not fully hitting right away. It's timed in with the music as well. So that's without H delay. So now that I got the delay that I wanted, now I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring the vocals back in. We're going to choose the right super plate setting of the gold foil. We're going to mess around with the filters and the modulation, and we're going to see what happens here.
Now with our friends, got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right, I like that. Okay, now comes the blending of that setting. So we'll go back to our plate here and let's see what we got.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends, got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
We got our reverb set for the chorus. Now I'm sort of not necessarily working backwards here, but there's always some things that I touch up while I'm working, and it's a big process. So this one probably be my last little bit that I do before I jump off the stream here. But this one here is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control the drums a little bit more with the music a little bit more with my BX Master Desk. Right here. These are my settings on that. A little bit of compression with the lightest compressor mode, which is 4. And then I add a little bit of foundation. I think it brings up the bass and the harmonic presence. I like that. And then a little bit of stereo enhance. But that goes into the maximizer from Ozone. And this maximizer from Ozone is going to allow me to bring some of the character of the instrumental up in loudness, but not necessarily make it overwhelming, because I can set a ceiling, so make sure that it's not going to go over sort of a certain volume, but it is going to sort of start to compress the music and to sort of give us a little bit more presence of the instrumentation. So I will show you what this does. So right now I have the ceiling set at 0. Without it on, it sounds like this.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends, got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh.
All right. right, so and it's peaking at about -5. I'm gonna say -5. We're gonna keep it at that, but as I add a little bit of compression, we're using the threshold. It's going to allow me to add that, but not go past the volume that I already have set for my gain staging with the vocal. So let's do that. Let's go down to -5.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full of kids, counting our blessings, thanking God for everything that He gives. Oh, yeah, it's just another Saturday, dive into the Word any chance we can. Yeah, it's just another Saturday.
All right, so let's just kind of listen to it without it. Because I am bringing down my threshold, I will be gaining some volume and pretty much pushing things up. But I didn't want to do that because I already got the gain stage set with the vocals. So because I have the gain stage set with the vocals, I want to control what the beat is. And without this, I was hitting about -4, -5. So now I put it to -5 with the ceiling, and then I brought the threshold down, and I'm just getting a little bit of compression, like -1. So I want to control that when that hits as well. So I'm going to still use this maximizer, and I'm going to use the soft clip setting. And just give it a little bit of clipping at the top. This is the extremes of it. So at 96%, you can see I'm getting no gain reduction here. But if I do bring it down, you see that I'm getting gain reduction. So 0. So that means that everything is being clipped, soft clipped, and therefore everything is being controlled before it hits the maximizer, the threshold of the maximizer. But I don't want that much clipping. I just want a little bit. So 30%. All right. So with a little bit of 30% of clipping, a little bit of threshold, bringing down a little bit of that threshold, compressing a bit. I'm getting the volume that I need, but I'm not losing any volume in the sense of now I have to go and regain stage my vocals master bus there. So, okay, I think that's going to be it for me. I didn't get a chance to fully mix this song come to its start to finish, but it definitely is a start to me doing a little bit more streaming on YouTube. If you catch this on a replay, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to take parts of this video, snip up some things, and then send it off to the YouTube Shorts world and see if maybe I can draw some attention to the music that I'm mixing. These guys are awesome. Based out of Lethbridge and Tabor, Joshua Kriese and Aypayne. These guys are great. So they're trusting me with their music, and here I am, trying to promote it to the world, and the process behind it. These guys are recording in Joshua's basement in his office. He's got a chaotic eyeball, a great capture means you can have something great that's well mixed. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for liking if you have, and subscribing if you do. I do appreciate that very much. So, but until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed your Sunday, and looking forward to your Saturday.
It's just another Saturday, hanging out with our friends. Got a house full